Good morning, YouTube. It is Sunday morning, 10:15 a.m. Sunday, March the 3rd. Looks like the rain has finally stopped, so I got to get out here and go do a little bit of work over here. As you can tell, one of my plants. Let's see, it's not doing too good. I'll explain all this right now in a minute. I just want to show obviously what happened is I believe a week or two ago when we had our storm, uh, somehow the rain caused this to branch to break. Let's see. And I was trying to graph it. I've done it before successfully, actually, with another plant that I was trying to save, and it worked. It worked. It was about this big when it happened, and it became a big old state of California legal plant. That's all I'm gonna say. And it survived, and it grew out, and gave lots of good flowers, healthy ones. So yeah, I was trying to graph it, and it just didn't work out, and it looks like the weight and everything just knocked us down. So I'm gonna try something else, but that's the grafting that I've tried many a times before, but I've never been successful, and that's actually cloning a plant. All right, so I'm gonna show right now. It's already dried up. I was trying to graft it back together over here, but it dried up over here too, unfortunately. So let's see. There we go. I am on my Hoham iSteady gimbal that I got for Christmas. Anyways, I'm trying to. There we go. Hi, everybody. So look, I'm clean shaven. I told you, man. I don't always look like a bum. It just depends how I feel, man. If I've been feeling well, whatever, I don't have the energy even to shave, but a little touch up. But anyways, here it is, guys. So I'm gonna try to clone this. And this one actually, I grew up last year, and it's actually a chocolate bootla. Bootla is just a name for ghost pepper that everybody knows. So it's a chocolate, so it's a dark brown looking spicy pepper. Anyways, I've tried doing the cloning before, back when I first got into chili peppers and everything, and it's very right. It's not it's intricate. It's just you have to watch everything. You have to watch the material you use. So we're gonna use drinking water. Bottle's upside down because I dropped it yesterday and it punctured a hole. So I don't want to waste it. As water's expensive. And then I have rooting powder. That, by the way, I'm not getting what do you call it? They're not paying me for this, but if this video makes a million views and it comes out successful, I want you guys give a shout out so I can maybe start getting some kickbacks. So it's just rooting powder that I've had laying around, and I tried it, never worked. So basically, I got a little coffee mug. So I was saying things that I've learned from other growers said that you have to watch the pH, the water temperature. So since I was outdoors right now, I'm gonna put this indoors and try to keep it within 60s. You know, that's the temperature inside the house in the wintertime right now, San Diego. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna trim down all the leaves that you have to do that, and then I'm gonna actually chop these into two, and I believe I'm probably gonna cut it here. But I'm gonna cut here and fetch it at 45 here, and then cut this one at 45 and make two, and hopefully one of the two, if not both, work this time. All right, so let's start now. So all the unhealthy stuff we just cut. Why am I doing that? Again, I believe what it does, it helps um, stimulate the hormones to start branching out and growing more and more. So, that's what happens, That's why we have more growth on top here and the bottom, like on a regular plant, down here also, because it's taking energy to grow those. So if you're like growing down here, it's keeping from growing up here. The hormones that the plant's gonna need. The plant balances it out right now, and like right now, since this is regrowing, a lot of the stuff's growing on the bottom first on this big plant here. If you see, oops, sorry. So I can explain what I'm talking about. Let's see, guys. Sorry. My controller. Let's see. This is funny. Okay, as you can see growth down here and stuff. All this growth down here. All this growth down here. And also on this one here. See the growth down here? It's all coming out first, because it's hitting there first, and it's concentrating there, then hitting up here, which right now I don't mind anything, because right now I'm not getting flowers or anything. It's just doing what it's doing. But later on in the spring, when I want more growth, what I do, I cut these off here so it concentrates on the top more. I guess a lot of it's for aesthetics. Serious growers, they know what they're doing. They're doing it so they can get the most production out of their plants. I'm just a novice. So anyways, let's go back to me. Come on over here, buddy. There we go. All right. So back to what we're saying. So that's what we do. I just realized you're gonna need another person to control this. But right now the the budget doesn't allow more people to help. Oh, that's right. I don't have the one with the AI. That's the next Christmas gimbal. So anyways, that's why I'm cutting some of the older ones out and stuff. The ones that are kind of chewed up, whatever and stuff. It's going to be waste of energy it's going to need to grow. So that's why, exactly. So it concentrates on growing new stuff and some of the healthy stuff to keep growing and stuff. And I think the weather had something to do with it too, where it didn't dry up so fast. That's one thing. I'm not comfortable here. I have to move this around. Yeah, I gotta get comfortable, guys. My back's not feeling too well today down here. Normally my back, and then my kidneys, because now not only is on this side over here, now I'm starting to feel over here like somebody bumped me on the side on my right, behind my right side now, under the rib cage. But I'm okay. I'm okay. That's what they always say at the hospital. You're okay. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you that we can't fleece your insurance for. That's what they should really be saying. But anyways, they're just doing their job, their business. Hospitals aren't out. They're a business. Let's just say that. That's okay. That's all right. I'm still around. How's everybody doing today? So, since I'm doing this, let's get started. What I was going to talk about the last live I did. Sorry, dude. Why is it? Anyways, there's an old phone. There we go. Integrity. That's what it was. The last thing that I said I was going to talk about next live. So, the dictionary, according to Google, is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. He is known to be a man of integrity. Number two, the state of being whole and undivided, upholding territorial integrity and national sovereignty. So that's not really what we're looking at, but we're looking more towards one, and there's more examples, and you know. So people ask, what does integrity mean in a person? Being honest, basically. But in more detail of a definition, what is integrity? Definition and meaning. Integrity means being honest and having strong moral principles. A person with integrity behaves ethically and does the right thing, even behind closed doors. That's what I wanted to state. Even behind closed doors. So that means when people aren't watching, you still do the right thing. You're still a good person. You're not just not a good person in front of the camera. Hi, doggy. That's the neighbor's dog. Be quiet. It's the neighbor's dog. It's the neighbor's dog. Say hi. So, why is integrity important? Well, it's important because it tells people what kind of person you are. Basically, what kind of person you really are. Because you could be one kind of person in front of the camera. You'd be some kind of person in front of coworkers, in front of your boss, at church, for example, in my state, my line of work at uni meetings, there's a lot of guys with, you know, that good face and everything. But what is it that they do behind closed doors when nobody's watching? That's to me, that's the important thing, really, because that tells you the character of the person. You're not going to be with that person forever, all the time. Whether it be somebody that works for you, work with, somebody you're dating, somebody you're married to, somebody you're going into business with, all kinds of things, you know. I learned that word a long time ago. I mean, I've heard it before, but It wasn't until I was an apprentice in class. We were in class, and the instructor was just, he did his lessons and stuff, but then he would talk too. He talked to us like men and tell us, hey, and so integrity, and that's what he said. I remember, integrity is what you do when people aren't watching. And it took me a while to kind of understand that, like what he was telling us. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about this? He was actually preparing us for when we went out on the field and we became journeymen and stuff, and you yourself as a person, and also the people you surround yourself around. What kind of integrity do they really have? Is it just at face value, or does it go deep down and you get to know the person really? Um, so let's portray to YouTube. It portrays to YouTube in many ways. Where a lot of these bloggers, I'm talking about the ones that are trying to show the family and where they live and this and that. The bloggers. So um, one of the groups I tend to follow a lot on on YouTube is hey, quit scratching. It's in the Philippines, Philippine bloggers, and I'll explain a little bit why I follow bloggers in the Philippines and stuff like that. So hold on, I gotta get some snips real quick, guys. So, anyways, I'm gonna do something that I have never done on a live. So, I don't know how bad it's gonna be. Hopefully, I have the app on this damn thing too. And I don't. And I don't. That's right. I have YouTube. I'll put classic rock on YouTube. Yeah, I downloaded a lot of apps on these phones to make expand the memory, which I still have to erase all this stuff, but I can't, guys. This has a lot of pictures from my son. When I was over there in the Philippines, and trips that I went to the Philippines and stuff that I had downloaded, but I have to make sure that they're saved and everything on my laptop and then a secondary device also before I even erase them from here. But I'm gonna play some music. Is what I was gonna say. I don't know how it's gonna affect my live stream. I don't care about strikes or everything like that because I'm not making any money on this. All right. There we go. So, anyways, back to integrity and YouTubers. So, what is YouTube, anyways, in general? YouTube is a platform where people can do just about anything that's within the guidelines of YouTube, right? So, I mean, there's people that do information, there's guys that do, or women that do, hey, where are you going? You're not going outside. Um, okay, pertains only to YouTube actually and Philippines. Let's go back to it. Um, I follow a lot of YouTubers in the Philippines because, um, as another YouTuber said, us people that are not in the Philippines, we like to live our lives vicariously through other YouTubers. And he's right. He really is right. When I do it, I don't do where I imagine myself. Oh, I live where this guy lives, and I live where, no, no, no. What it is, it's like, dude, I smell. There you guys. I miss the Philippines. I miss that feeling once you get, like, dude, out of the airplane, once you get out of the airport, once you get in that taxi and they're trying to rip you off, when they're like $10 or whatever, how much they're going to charge you. Anyway, it used to be 750 pesos in Manila straight, as opposed to the free ones over there. But then the free ones are not free. What I meant to say, the uncontracted ones. Um, so I'm gonna slip here, okay, guys? At a 45, and that's what we want. I gotta work on the focus. That's why I need a different camera to my phone. But anyways, we cut it at 45. And I'm gonna cut this one off here because this one looks like this is going this way and this right here. So I'll just cut it right here. So I do, I really do, people. I miss the smells, the sounds, everything, man. I miss everything about the Philippines, man. This is you either love it or you don't, man. That's just how it is. I'll pour a little bit here on the cap. So, I've a pinhole work. See, guys? What do people go to the Philippines for? That's what I was asking from the very beginning. Why do you want to go there? I just I wanted to try something new and get out, dude. And I did. I finally did. After talking about it for like, geez, how many years? I think it was 2004. 2003, 2004, around that time. I was still working at IKEA, actually. That's what I want to get to it. Um, and you just like kind of just kind of like soak it up, rub it up real good. Let me get the other one. Sorry, I can't do two things at once, guys. I can't listen to music. I can't concentrate, and I can't concentrate on what I'm talking about. So that's really distracting. That sucks. I gotta have earphones. That way I can just talk. Yeah, that's how things make a difference with me, guys. So, anyways, going back. Very first trip to the Philippines was just to try it out an adventure. Um, yeah, I'll talk about that other day and some stuff, but um, that's why. I just remember from my very first trip to my last trip in 2020, I was there, and that's when I really started watching bloggers from the Philippines in 2020 when the thing happened, the worldwide thing happened. I don't have to like go into detail, right? But it involved lockdowns and stuff. We got locked down in our apartment. Myself, my my son's mother and our son that was just born that week when the lockdown started. That was March something, dude. You look it up, dude. I'm not gonna go look details right now, and I can't wake her up to ask for dates. So then what we do is we pour this in here. And I filled it up to like probably just about right here. And put one twig here, and another one here. I'll let me in for now, and then I'll bring them indoors. Get down to my story. I'm gonna put a little bit where I cut it too. It's already healed, actually. What happens is too. Also, you can see with my camera. But there was like a little hole, and that's actually part of the stem, that shoots up. I don't know all the terminology, guys. I'm rambling all over the place. I wasn't ready for this. I wanted to get it done because I'm feeling well, actually. I don't know if you can tell that I actually look a lot better than a lot other times I've been on talking to you guys. Actually, I feel better right now. I'm feeling good. Not 100. I'm feeling good. All right. So, anyways, 2020, we got locked down. I don't know what was going on for 2 reasons. Actually, 3 reasons. Actually, 4 reasons. One, oh, we didn't really have TV or anything. We had like a little cable box for, I think it's ACB or something like that. It's a network in the Philippines, and it was its own box, and then it had Netflix and whatever on the TV and stuff. But anyways, it was only channels pertaining to that company. So it had like a sports channel, it had a news channel, and it had a couple other channels with soap operas or something or whatever from that network. Two things that happened is Tagalog. I don't understand. Second, the the previous president that was before now, no president was there. He had it out with that company, and he made a law or something where they can renew their license. So that thing went off the air. Didn't really help me anyways. Like I didn't understand shit from it. So that I didn't know the language. I didn't have things to the news. So only had Facebook and YouTube. And Facebook, I only had like people from home here and stuff, so they didn't know what the hell's going on either. The United States didn't like go through it, and they wasn't nearly as bad as it was where I was at or other countries. So you people that said, "Oh, we suffered," like, dude, you did, but you didn't. It's getting cold. So Facebook really wasn't an option, except I did see something, and it was a website. It was a thread for pipe fitters and welders, uh, uh, you know, uh, around the United States or maybe around the world. And it was actually a gentleman there that he said, "Hey, look, guys, I'm at the U.S. Embassy." He was a contractor, I believe. He couldn't specify what his job was, but I guess he was on that page because either he was, I don't know, he was just on that page, and he said something about, "Hey, if you people are thinking of leaving, the where you're at," and it happened to see that he was in the Philippines. I said, so I started hitting him with messages. So yeah, dude, something I can't tell in detail is going to happen, but basically, if you can get out of the country, get out now. Still didn't fucking really figure out what was gonna happen. So yeah, uh, I had an apartment, so it didn't matter. Uh, and I say that because what happened was within the next week or two after the lockdown happened, they started kicking out, or actually no, within that week I believe, they started kicking out people from hotels, resorts, and everything. So some people had Airbnbs, some didn't. I had an actual apartment rented that I've stayed at that place like to 2 years before. I stayed there in 2018, 2019, different units, but there. And this one I rented. It was a bigger one. It was a 1.5 bedroom. They call it 2 bedrooms. It was nice, you know. I was on the 8th floor. I was up. It was guarded. It was air conditioning. You know, I didn't need anything. I was okay. We were just locked up. So I wanted to get information. So I went on YouTube and started. You know, I already followed a couple bloggers, but I started following like just about every single one. You know, there, because it didn't matter if they're the um, bloggers that were in Angeles City or Cebu or out in the province somewhere, or if it was a family, or if it was a couple, or it was just the people that just like, you know, just go from one country to another and they just backpack. They all got stuck. And what I mean stuck is like wherever they were at, they were stuck. If they were in some hotel, apartment, whatever, dude, or they got kicked out, they were on the street. In fact, I was just watching an old one from a Filipina, uh, and she was with her boyfriend. Uh, I thought he was Irish, but he's not. He's from England. Sorry, dude. I forget your name. I just started following you again. I think you just came back to Manila. You say you're moving to Manila from Thailand. You're in Philippines, went to Thailand, came back. Anyways, whatever. You do, you do. I follow you, by the way. But I remember you and that girl were there, and you guys had nowhere to live. Oh, you were in Palawan. That's right. And you guys didn't make it to El Nido. You were stuck in Puerto Princesa. Is that the name of this? Is that the name of the place? Is that not the main street of Palawan? Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry, guys. But you guys didn't make El Nido all the way north we wanted to go. And I remember the girl saying, I wish we would have made it over there. And somehow you guys within a day or two found somebody that helped you out and like rented you out like a little shed. Like you guys are living like like regular people. Remember what I said? One of the most important things to be in life, or actually even if you're considering going, moving, living, staying, retiring in the Philippines, is you need to learn to adapt. Because it's not always going to be like bright color, whatever you're at, dude, because shit could go wrong, and then you end up like that couple did, dude. And they were actually eating stale bread. They were like with a bunch of ants and everything, dude. This is a Filipino, dude. She was crying. His look, dude. He was freaking out, dude. So, anyways, I used to follow YouTubers, and the other channel got, I follow so many things that the what do you call it, the algorithm just took over and now send me all kinds of stuff that I don't really want to see. So last year I opened a new channel. um, I started a new channel, which is this one, um, with no intentions of being a blogger or anything else. I just wanted to follow, and I wanted to follow basically just mainly bloggers in the Philippines, you know, to just get information, get ideas, you know, what things cost now, you know, 4 years later or whatever, and everything has going up. Some are very informational, some are very entertainment, some are just complete bullshit, but they're still entertaining, and some are just boring and I don't follow. I just, you know, subscribe and just whatever, you know, but I don't really watch their stuff. Um, but one I do follow, and I followed from that day with the pandemic hit. Um, Tim K. Hi, Tim. Talk about you a lot, don't I? Actually, a lot of people do. I don't say anything, dude. I just stay. It is what it is. Like I said, you have a semi-successful channel that does good, and how you got it and how it started and everything. Hey, it's all good, dude. Um, 10K lives in Leyte, I believe, in the southern part of Leyte. He's got a wife, a very bright, beautiful province young lady that's going to nursing school. And hopefully, I wish her the best that she does make it. So when you guys do eventually go to the United States, eventually you guys stay in Hawaii to go and live there, start a life. And so that's great, dude. They have a little boy, cute little boy, you know, adorable little boy. I'm saying he's not as cute as mine, though. Okay, he might have better hair than my kid, but I'll give you that. But as he got bigger, he started getting a lot of like trolls. And the trolls I started seeing were like haters. And some of the haters I saw were like putting stuff out that was kind of like, what the hell, dude? You know, so I went back. I went back investigating, you know, like following this guy and that guy and that guy, whatever what they were saying. It only went so far. It didn't go into detail, but I got the gist. I said, you know, everybody goes to the Philippines, especially as a single guy. It is what it is, dude. It's a fun place. So this is stuff that he did before he got hooked up, before he got married, got a kid, and then supposedly whatever. Okay, I'll get into it right now. So I say, you know, whatever happened in your past, happened in your past. As long as it's not something that's reoccurring or something that's going to come back and affect your life in the present or in the future, even. But if you're a married man in general, period, whether they have YouTube, any kind of social media or not, you gotta be a man of integrity. You have to be a good man. Tim, you've done some things that are kind of questionable if they're like even smart things to do. And I don't say anything because, like I said, I wasn't there. And I'm not worried about you suing me or coming over and kick my ass or whatever. You know, I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I also don't want to start like pointing the finger and stuff at a man that hasn't done anything wrong to me, honestly. But you are doing it wrong to yourself and to your family. And I remember one time one of your lives and then one of your videos, I rarely ever comment. And I said, because you were pretty much whining, complaining, crying about these haters doing this, doing that, and saying this. Basically, it's stuff that was true, though. It's documented. Okay? And I'm not going to detail about it. I'm just saying. So I just asked him, do you think any of this stuff would have happened if you had a YouTube channel? And you left it blank. You didn't answer. I'm like, okay, well, you know, like he's got his right to answer it or not. You know, I'm not gonna push it or anything. But now, did he not answer it because he doesn't want to get into it, or does not answer it because he's right because he has a YouTube channel and this wouldn't have happened if he didn't have a YouTube channel? No, I think he didn't answer it because He knows who he really truly is and his level of integrity. I'm just gonna say right now. I think what happened was the trouble that you were in, that everybody knows who Tim K is and everything that's been going on. Um, it was actually broadcasted by another blogger, and he just pretty much said that you got off because um, paperwork, whatever the procedures, they weren't followed through all the way, so the case drops. Just like in the United States, dude. If you don't, there's a procedure and the court system and everything, and if you're the I's aren't dotted and T's crossed or whatever, dude, your case could be dropped. Whatever, dude. So, hey, congratulations, man. I'm not gonna say, you didn't beat it. You got away with it. But did you learn your lesson? Did you learn your lesson? I don't know. I don't think so. Because you seem like a creature of habit. Many habits. Bad habits. Personality traits. What's that going to keep you from getting in your same situation or worse in the future? I think if you're a man of integrity, you know, I'd have a little more confidence that you would be successful and stuff, but I don't think so, man. I think you didn't learn your lesson. I think you're feeling you got away with it, which you did. And I think maybe there's a little bit of feeling of untouchable, invincibility and stuff. But that kind of stuff's going to catch up to you, man. You got to be careful. A shoving match, a shouting match, anything could turn really, really bad. And I see those things all the time, dude. I watch those videos, dude, on Facebook and then on YouTube, the shorts, where just people start yelling at each other, dude, and all of a sudden, dude, a Second Amendment comes out and bang, 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 bang. I'm seeing it. The guy comes out, starts yelling, starts punching the window, and what's the guy in the car supposed to do? Blast, blast, blast. Guy became a human Swiss cheese, man, right there on the street. Integrity is everything, guys. Integrity is everything, dude. There's right and there's wrong. There's morality and there's immorality. Most of us are old enough and been raised, and we know, man. Especially if we want to be a part of society and everything, man. If you're some person that doesn't want to be part of society and whatever, then hey, man, be you, dude. But don't try to play the part, and then act a fool and whatever. And Tim, I only tell you this, man. Just honestly, just maybe love, respect. I don't know. Advice. Yeah, I'm an old timer. I'm a nerd. But I've been through some shit, man. And like I said, a lot of the shit was self-inflicted. I see a lot of me and you in the way you carry yourself and you talk and everything, dude. And I think you need to more concentrate on the person you're trying to convince everybody else of being as opposed to who you really are. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. That's what I really wanted to say right there. You are trying to convince everybody else, the person that you are on camera. How about try and be that person even further extra, like to the 100th degree in real life? Start with your wife, the way you talk to her, how you talk about her. Start there. All right, then. Peace.